Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your January reading. Thanks for joining us. My name's Michelle.
And my name's Richard.
We're doing a he said, she said style reading today, Sagittarius, which means I'll be reading as you. Richard will be reading as the person that you're dealing with, but of course it can resonate the opposite way around, so please do keep that in mind. Sagittarius, this is your card all over. Gypsy Columbine. It's about letting your freak flag fly, the free spirit within. It's a wild energy, the shedding of social conditioning, past patterns of behaviour. It's shaking off the old, shedding skin like a snake. The wild one isn't a savage, it's raw, yes, but also wise, authentic, beautiful, and with a deep instinctive knowing as to what you must truly be. True freedom is to be truthfully yourself, Sagittarius. Now, Richard has pulled a card from Dark Mirror. What do we have?
I won't cry for you. Sometimes when it's over, closure must be created, not just found. I gave you my last gift. I shed my last tear for you. It's a time not to let you free, but to let myself be free.
Okay.
So it's about getting over somebody.
Yeah. So, there's an energy. I'm immediately getting energy off this reading. And what I'm getting is it's two people who are ready for something new. Both getting over, possibly freeing themselves from past restrictions.
So I've got the Four of Cups here on the bottom of the deck.
Okay. At the bottom for you, Sagittarius, I've got the Three of Wands. So yes, it's exploring the unknown. Being ready to take a new journey, a new adventure. So let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius. For January 2020, we'll start with the status of the relationship, how you're viewing this person. Let's take a look and see what the strengths, what's working for the relationship, the weaknesses, what's working against it, what you need to do in the situation, what you shouldn't do, and the likely outcome.
Status of the relationship, how this person views you, Sagittarius, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, and the outcome if nothing changes.
Okay. Yeah. Look at that, Five of Cups in reverse. So with this, it's about letting the past go and just being ready.
It's very much this energy, isn't it?
Just ready to tackle new. I get new. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a new relationship. It could be a renewal of a relationship in which the past is being completely shed.
All right, let's take a look at the status of the relationship over here. We've got the Hierophant. So it speaks of a traditional arrangement, a long-term relationship, possibly a marriage.
Let's take a look and see what we've got in how you're viewing this person. Okay, so you're viewing them as the King of Cups in the reverse. So it tells me that someone has been going through some kind of emotional struggle. They may have even somehow withdrawn. I get a withdrawing of emotion around this person.
Yeah, very much a Four of Cups thing.
Yeah.
We saw that on the bottom of the deck.
So there's a sense here of someone, I think that you're ready, Sagittarius, before this other person.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Is ready.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Michelle.
Well, Meatloaf says the same thing.
So we've got the Two of Wands here in the reverse. So this has an air of waiting about it, doesn't it? I get this sense, Sagittarius, you're waiting for this person. You'd like to get out there. You'd like to see what you can conquer next. But I get the feeling you've been dragged down a bit by this other person here, waiting for them to catch up to where you're at.
We're talking about two people who are probably very different, because when I look at a Gypsy Columbine spirit versus a Hierophant situation there, it speaks to me of opposites, really, in terms of there's a lot of fear. I get fear of the unknown over on that side, but Sagittarius, you don't fear that. Let's have a look and see what we have here as the strengths. So the Page of Wands in reverse tells me that yes, something is being delayed. I feel like there's something that could happen, but it's not happening at the moment.
Yeah, I think you want to be the Page of Wands, Sagittarius. You are raring to go. You are itching to get going here. And I think you're getting a little bit impatient with somebody over here. Let's take a look at the strengths. Justice in reverse as a strength. So this is not a fair situation at all. I have a feeling, Sagittarius, you're the one who's getting the short end of the stick, though.
Yeah. You know, I also get an energy around this of the other person is quite a traditional sort, but they may be not acting in that way at the moment. They may view you as traditional, or they may view you as wanting a traditional relationship with them eventually, but there's the essence here around the other person of perhaps not being ready. They may have that wildness about them, but I think it's like a temporary thing. It may just be like a phase, something that they want to explore, but I don't think that they want to explore it with you. I think it's more of like a temporary thing. That's what I'm picking up from Spirit. Yeah, the weakness here is the Three of Swords, so I do think that there is more than the two of these people involved. It seems to suggest that there may be at least one other person, maybe more. Possibly,
but it could also just be pure impatience, because if this person doesn't come around, there's a real danger this will end.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, let's look at the weakness on this side. No, you're right.
You're right. Yeah.
No, you're right, Michelle.
Yeah.
We got the Two of Pentacles here. This person is sitting on the fence.
I think that they have a couple of options. They
have a couple of options. I think one of them is you, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, I think you're in the position of saying, well, look, it's time to make a decision. I was going to say something else, but I'm going to say it's time for you to make a decision. And if you don't make a decision, I'll make the decision for you, and you are not going to like that decision.
Yeah, let's have a look and see what you should do. The Nine of Wands. So be very cautious around this individual.
Almost paranoid, vigilant.
Be very vigilant. I think that I get that this is someone who's probably just getting out of a long-term commitment.
Yeah, with this
justice
in reverse. Yes.
They're normally a traditional sort of person, but at the moment they're not acting that way.
It could be even that they've just separated. They're not divorced yet, but they're going through the throes of divorce right now.
They're not ready for a relationship.
Not a long-term relationship. They see you perhaps as wanting that.
Or they want it with you eventually.
Or this is just in relation to the long-term relationship.
It could be that as well. Yeah. Perhaps you have been in a long-term relationship with this individual. But I get more of the sense of this as something new, though.
Yeah, I get the sense that really this is a separation type situation. They are still currently married, but they are in the throes of a divorce here. Right, let's look over here. Oh, we got the Five of Pentacles as what they should keep doing. I'm going to say this is actually not that bad. Not for you, Sagittarius. This is a situation where they need to leave somebody else behind.
Yeah. And it may even be a marriage that they're leaving.
That's right. But I don't think this is you, Sagittarius. No. That's not the message I'm getting here.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So it seems like I think Richard's picked up on something there. I was originally thinking that maybe this person is just getting out of a relationship, but I think that the choice here is between someone that they're committed to, that they would have to leave behind.
Yes, but I think they're in the throes of doing that already.
Yeah.
But are they ready for a long-term relationship with somebody else at this point?
That's the question. Let's look and see what you shouldn't do here. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Accept anything from this person that is less than.
Or make any promises that you can't keep, Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Certainly don't put yourself out there, not while this person is in the throes of making some sort of decision.
They seem to be making some major life decision there, and it shouldn't be made It needs to be made because they need to do it. It shouldn't be because there's a third party involved.
But then again, you need to be careful. That's just another indication.
Yeah, I
Vigilance.
think you do need to be careful, because if this person is just getting out of another relationship and they may come towards you here, it would be the bad timing, because I think it would be something that would probably end in heartbreak.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at what this person should stop doing. The Sun. Yeah, I'm getting the impression that they're not actually ready for anything new right now. Nothing that's long-term and leads to that, forever kind of happiness. I don't feel like they're ready for that right now.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever they're going through.
Let's look at the outcome. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. Now, with this one, what I get a sense of here is about being single but being unhappy. So I get a sense here that this situation at the moment isn't going to lead to anything long term.
Yeah, this is the outcome if nothing changes.
Yeah.
So, I can see you, Sagittarius, being pretty unhappy if you hang around waiting for this person to make a decision.
Or accept something short term with this person.
That's right. Accept less than what you actually want.
I don't think you want anything short term. I mean, yes, we've got this card of being this wild, free spirit, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put yourself out there towards someone who is not, to be honest with you, is going through something pretty major in their life.
Actually, the way I see it is, Sagittarius, it's time for you to have things your own way.
Your own way. So independence.
Whatever that means to you.
Yeah, I get this as more being an independent, free spirit, someone who is doing things their way, Sagittarius, rather than
someone else's way.
Someone else's way.
Yeah, people pleasing. There's something in that description about people pleasing.
People pleasing.
And not people pleasing?
Yeah, that's right. Politeness, people pleasing. Yeah, not out of respect, but out of fear that you'll otherwise be rejected.
Yeah.
It dulls you.
It dulls you. So Sagittarius, that's not the path you should take.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the outcome over here for this person. We'll look at that, the 4 of Wands in the reverse. This is all got to do with the relationship that they're getting out of.
Yes, they seem to be leaving a relationship.
Yeah, this is not the time for this person to be engaging in anything long term with anybody. In fact, this person probably should be in hermit mode right now, if anything. And Sagittarius, you need to be wary. You need to be vigilant.
Yes.
Of course, things can turn around when we start laying down clarifiers. And I hope you'll join us in part 2, where we're going to lay down some clarifiers here.
This person may just be wanting to make themselves feel really good, be looking for something that is more about their short-term happiness. And that's what I think you need to be very wary of here, Sagittarius. When someone's getting out of a long-term relationship, they're obviously not going to be looking for something that is long-term with anyone else. So you don't want to be that transitional person, unless you do. I mean, some of you will say that's fine with me, but others of you will say, well, no, I'd rather be alone. No, and I get this as more of an essence of you being true to yourself. That's
right. You doing things your way, not pleasing anybody else.
Yeah.
And not doing anything because you fear rejection. Now, the time has come, Sagittarius, for you to be brave, courageous, and do it for you.
Yeah. So we'll leave it there, and we'll see what happens in part 2. The extended version is available on the Vimeo channel. The link is below in the descriptions box, so please do join us there. And we'll be pulling out a lot more cards, clarifying everything on the table, going in depth. And Richard will be doing a Lenormand spread. We'll also look at some oracles to see where this goes in the future. Of course, you can have a personal reading if you would prefer. The email is gypsyinsights@gmail.com for further information, and that email is also in the descriptions box below. So Sagittarius, it looks like you've got somebody coming towards you here, but be on guard, especially if this person is just coming out of a long-term commitment.
If this isn't resonating with you, check out our Soulful Repair playlist. We've got 36 videos up there right now. well worth taking a look.
So if this one isn't resonating, I'm sure something there will jump out at you. And they're not sign or time dependent, so whenever you're led to them is when you're meant to be viewing them. We wish you the best with this, Sagittarius. We'll see you in part 2, or we will speak to you soon.
Thanks, Sagittarius. Goodbye and good luck.